Hi guys, and welcome to the Rocket League Replays YouTube channel. Today, we want to present a video replay of the match between OG Esports and Furia Esports during the Rocket League World Championship 2024. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
Kicking off, and I'm going to be very excited to see if we manage to get potentially a game 5 here.
Oh yeah, this is one of those matches that for sure could go the distance. It's a favored matchup for the day. Everybody's been so excited for this one to go down. I think after our last series, you got to keep the hype going. You got to keep it going.
Match 1, of course, brought to you by Progressive. Kickoff are going to be starting Furia versus OG. In our first round matchups, we've seen that massive upset with power over Gen.G earlier. Either team winning here. I think OG would be an upset over Furia. Not nearly as big, however. And it's going to be on Furia to make sure that they set their mark early in this matchup.
Yep, right now I think it is definitely on OG to try and get into this one very early on as well. Furia, they come out swinging 110% every single time. There is no room to really warm up to them. So first 30 seconds in, a little back and forth on this one. OG had to play a little defensively in the early stages there, but a good note, them being able to hold them off early on. You don't want to concede in those first minute or so because Furia really, really good at building off that.
First 30 seconds, and so far neither team drawing blood from the other, but JNAB's up, trying to take it towards the backboard. Said Drufo now taking it quite low, Com to the ceiling, a reset, but too far away from the ball. I think Drufo with a relatively easy clear away. That's a very awkward attempt from Nolly. Does manage to salvage it, but you can't be doing that too often.
No, you definitely can't. Little awkward there, does still manage to get it like you said, and quick transition now, which is what I want to see from OG Esports. If you are gonna find yourself in these awkward positions, you gotta be able to get out as quickly as you started. As this one gets cleared up field by Lost, JNAB's gonna try and slow things down. Was low boost a little bit there for OG, but everybody had a little bit of room to breathe, collect themselves. Full tanks all the way around this corner. Com trying to push it forward. It bounces back off mid, and here comes Furia.
First 90 seconds, and there has been a decent amount of pressure coming out from OG. I think that's going to be the biggest question mark for them. Can they deal with that pressure? That does come from Furia. Many teams have fallen to it. They have won over half of the events that have taken place in South America, and a fake. Com is not fooled by it on that first chance.
I like this from them. OG coming in with confidence, but Yan takes a shot. This one's sent off, and Jafino gonna keep that pressure going in the corner. Bounce up, Yan already there. You see the follow-up from Lost as well. Tries to take it, tries to force the dunk on in, and OG just scraping by the skin of their teeth off this one. And there it is, that transition I talked about. They gotta come in quickly, and they do, but low boost for Nolly off the sidewall. Follow-up denied into the corner here. But OG just barely, they're playing catch up, but it is working.
It was low boost and Nolly on that play, but it was also low boost for both Com and JNABs as well. That one going right over the bar. JNABs trying to sneak it back central, does get picked up by Yan with a lot more boost than OG had previously. In the midfield, we see Nolly try and chase up behind him, coming out of that blind spot with 60 boost. Com challenging versus Lost. Pinch to the left-hand side, JNABs with a very weak pinch, actually manages to make it into a self-set.
I do like what I'm seeing from OG right now. People trying to stay fairly close to whoever's in front. I think they're recognizing that you're gonna have to work together off this one, but it's not enough. Furia with the opening goal here in game 1. It's Yan, carries it all the way down, reset off the sidewall, and those follow-ups from Furia, I have a feeling, are going to be a tough challenge to go against.
And you know what? OG actually had the read of that play too. Nolly was in the right position, bar he was just to the side, too small of an amount. Com in the exact same position, just to the side. They were in, theoretically, the right places. Lost finds himself in a great place there to take to the backboard, but does get bumped away. But OG, with good theory, but not quite the execution on that first concession.
It's almost, they're a little similar in it too, in terms of following each other up on a couple of these plays. The difference, I think Furia is just a lot cleaner with it right now. There's another example of it. The follow-up, though, doesn't go through. Great save there from Nolly. But Furia, they're keeping the pressure going. Yan up next, taking his time. JNABs with the challenge there, but lost touch again. I talk about this so many times. They are so close to each other that even when OG try to go up for a challenge and push him out, you're already having to prep yourself to fight a second Furia player.
And I mean, that can also go to their disadvantage. If you beat one, there's every chance that you end up beating two players with just one tackle, leading into a 2v1 situation on the opposite side against Furia. You have to play that game on a tightrope. Furia clearly have done it very well, but they've not been able to win an event on that for a very long time. And the org, of course, won Gamers 8 a couple of years ago. They've not been able to win an event under this current roster when we look internationally. But Furia wanted to make sure that Worlds may well be the biggest stage. They want to take home the biggest trophy while they're at it.
Less than a minute to go. J-Naps off the sidewalk here. Noli tried to follow it, completely sent off the play. And here comes Furia from the ceiling to himself. Another denial, this time by OG Esports. And 40 seconds left into this game one. Furia still leading. OG just trying to find a last-second play to tie things up here and completely sent off for each effort.
It's wonderful pressure across the board from OG too. They're spreading Furia kind of thin, but they're not really going through to try and pierce that film that they've got across the front of the net. Drufo with a nice musty on target. Com can track back and get that clear away. Touch from the sidewall from J-Naps doesn't come in, and Drafinio pixels away from the second for Furia.
Oh man, Com, very low boost. I'm shocked nobody from Furia wanted to challenge it, but even up by one is a decently safe place with 5 seconds left on the clock here. Yan just playing time. Noli trying to take the ball back from them. This one bounces up. Noli pops it in the sky. He's got low boost. The most they can do is one last shot. It's a hit to the ground. Furia.
That had pink in it. You remember that big pink one that they had in Copenhagen, I think it was? No other org. Go for pink nowadays. If you're an org listening and you're thinking, I don't know what colour to make our jerseys, go pink. There's a gap in the market for pink jerseys. You've got to do it. OG and Furia haven't done it, but game one has been won by Furia. OG wanted to try and wrestle just one back to make sure they don't need to chase a little old reverse sweep on their first take.
About 13 seconds into this one right now. Looking very reminiscent of game one, just Furia taking open shots here. A couple demos off the beginning stages, which is a little bit different here, but it is being returned. Here comes Lost, 20 boost to his name on this one. Drafinio in the corner here, no second touch, it's left, but J-Naps there to collect, send it off back mid. And I do like this one from OG. It's a little calmer, but the cheat-ups, I see the vision.
Yeah. Oh, the Viz. The Viz is always there for OG. It always comes down to the execution, as ever. First 50 seconds, though, with a couple of chances. Furia wants to try and turn that tide. A pass from Noli to J-Naps. Cut down by the KBMing Drafinio. And what a pinch! From the ceiling, backboard down, Com is there to strike.
I love this. Not only is it an insane pinch and collect down low from Com, but just the spotting of each other. This is what OG was trying to do in game one. They were a little bit off the mark, but for them to be able to connect now like this, that is a great level of confidence headed into this game too. They're gonna try it again off the backboard, redirected forward, Lost to try and follow. And Com trying to take this one away. It's a little bit of a floater here. Challenge comes forward from Yan towards backboard. Great coverage from Noli. And OG Esports take it again.
I mean, as you say, the vision from Noli just to get that central, and also from Furia, you literally cannot defend those. You can't defend that pass because you can't assume he's going to get that every time, and if you do, you're then going to be out of position for the higher percentage play. A cross pass right in front of the goal mouth is not going to lead to anything as Yan now tries to wrestle control back of the ball. The 1-2 down again, but cut out by Drafinio, and a huge overcommit. Where did the third man think he was going?
I don't know. It was a hard cheat up here, but you don't even see
Really?
third man. You barely saw the nose of their car go back, but Furia, quick and easy spot. Even on no boost, you just pop that one forward into an open net. Tied game at 3:21.
I mean, you see that happen in ranked so often, where like you see your opposition, they dive forward, and you're like, oh, all I need to do is touch the ball. Literally that, because they're facing the wrong way. Furia dealt with it very routinely, and a fundamental error from OG costs them the lead.
Same game being played. J-Naps tried to send that one up, and Furia again just manages to take it away almost every time. Noli pops it to the sky. Yan there, quick to take away. You see the lurks as well from those last two players on Furia every time, but low boost could be a difference maker here. Lost trying to still push this one forward. Up next, Drafinio, past one. Noli slow and kind of mid-clear, not gonna lie, off this one, which means Furia gets to continue going off this one. It's a little bit better here, but immediately sent back.
Halfway through the game, both these teams drawn utterly level. From there, able to get anything from the backboard. Central again, two committing. And this Furia push, the vice is going to tighten. on the defense of OG. It does manage to squeak its way through. Down with 100 boost, will take his time into the ceiling. It's just JNaps at the back, bumped away by Jaffinio. That is mean and rude and just not very polite, young man.
I will be honest, this is just Furia giving OG a taste of their own medicine, excuse me. You saw the bumps coming out from OG, but the same thing immediately happened to Furia. The difference, Furia executed and was successful with it. Now they go up by 1.
I'd love to know the call on that if Jaffinio is so confident, because the ball immediately started moving down pitch as soon as he was going for those bumps. A shot just on target, lost him, clear it away, and Con gets rid of one keeper, but the second is there, who then works himself into the opposite corner of the pitch entirely. Furia, a bit more cohesion to their game, and another save though from OG. I don't know who has which players on their fantasy team from the casters. We've not seen the graphic yet. But if you've got, you know, one of the players from OG, you are farming saves right now. Brackets, I have Nolly on my team. Nolly, keep doing well. Keep getting these saves. Keep getting them. I had Fever as well, and Fever smashed Gen.G. So I'm doing well in my fantasy.
I will be so honest, I have no hope for my fantasy team right now. We're doing our best. We're just trucking through right now. About 1:28 on the clock. Same can be said for OG. They are just trying their darnest to catch up to Furia right now, but it is a tale as old as time. They take the shot, Furia catches it in the air or at the mid, and then it's just immediately sent back. And I feel for them at this point, but you're gonna have to try something new. I've seen a few times where Calm will go up, forward, a little bit further, try and get a demo, open up a path for his teammates, but Furia has predicted every single challenge that OG has tried to throw their way.
I mean, bear in mind though, the one goal they did score was from the most unpredictable pass you can imagine, so it clearly worked. You have to try and capture lightning in a bottle for them. Lost and Jaffinio both committing on that. Yan with 100 boost goes from 1 to 2. JNaps shoots top bins, but the in and out from Yan keeps the South Americans safe.
Oh my gosh, the predictions on that to time it perfectly, it's just straight props to him at that point. 35 on the clock here. Yan takes his 50, successful off that one. JNaps tries to meet him in the air. He's trying to force this one down, but 30 seconds left to go. Furia just continue to lead.
Right now, we're just seeing OG sitting quite stationary. Furia taking full advantage of it. OG attempting to try and return that favor straight back towards them. JNaps committing in close again. Nolly is backwards, has to take his time, but time is not what OG have.
No, there's 9 seconds left. It's one last chance to try and not be forced onto match point loss.
No one's there.
I mean, you try your hardest to take it away, but like I said, Furia, every single time, they are a magnet. Pretty much what they've been doing. That's been the name of the game since the beginning of the series. Furia understand when to strike and when to play it safe. That's the big difference right now is OG. They're trying to find those moments, but they're not being handed to them. And then, like we talked about, creating them just feels so much more difficult than it should be right now.
Something different from OG. We hope he's going to show its way through. We predicted it could be a Game 5. Maybe we'll see a load of people saying, guys, it was never going to be a Game 5. Come on, it's Furia. And I'm looking right at you, Jorby. I know you'll be thinking, you didn't believe in them.
To be fair, Jorby put a hot take out on Twitter that Furia's not going past like top 8 or something, so I don't know how much of a Furia believer he is anymore.
Oh, so so Jorby's been hacked.
Yes.
All right. All right, yeah, Jorby's
Somebody
been hacked.
check on
Makes
him.
sense. Oh, what a screamer. Opposite side of the pitch from a nice redirect from Yan. Safe from Com is going to be keeping OG safe, but an interception from Yan again gives Furia the lead.
Every single time. If that ball is not in your hands, it is falling straight into the nose of a Furia car. Right on target, right past last man. 4:16 on the clock. Furia takes their lead, and they sit right where they have in the last 2 games. Comfortable and excited to keep going, but the follow-through after the bump. OG finally, it's a quick response.
And we see the kickoff in the replay as well. They try to go for a fake kickoff, but the chip over the top. Com goes top corner and then goes for the man. Lays it down on a silver platter for JNaps. Drawn level again. All of these games so far that OG have lost have been just by a single goal. And getting one here, going up above the bar once more. Yan actually recovers brilliantly after getting bumped out of the way from JNaps off the kickoff.
This one sealing and down. Low boost, but Furia still working together to put themselves in that blue half. And Com pops this one up, back into the hands of Jaffinio. You see the lurks coming all the way around. Com was up next on that challenge there. Noli's just pretty much been lurking, trying to give himself some sort of a chance off this one, but Furia go over. The bump comes through. No shot. coming to fruition off this one, but for now, it's same story. Furia, one shot after the other, and now the bump's coming into play. It's a whole new level of frustration.
Becomes a lot more awkward as well when you're trying to think, where am I on the pitch? Am I going to get bumped out of the way by a no-boost Drafinio? Who's behind me? Nolly now trying to make sure he instills that same fear in Furia. Lost up high, challenging with one, and JNAV's out of the blind spot but with zero boost. Nothing can continue. A redirect above the bar. Will Drufo jump? He doesn't. Leaves Com to it. JNAV's down the other side. Pirouettes round it. Little floor bounce. Instead now, a little bit of ping pong. As we reach halfway through the game. 3 minutes remaining. I still think Furia to the good, but OG certainly trying something new.
I agree. Right now, Furia, they have all the control in the world. Even with it being an even playing ground with 1-1, they still look like it's theirs. They're being very patient and methodical with the plays that they're putting outfield, but OG, this could be a risky one. It's right across the goal line. Nobody takes it. Instead, Com goes all the way past one last person to get through, but you're not getting past Yan.
That was real spooky from JNAVs. Takes ball control away from his teammate, moving positively up the pitch, and sends it straight back down into his own half. Lost, getting one bounce off the back, and then Com recovers beautifully from his own backboard. Say what you like about OG, their defense versus a jumping and bouncing Furia has been pretty sublime. JNAVs and Com trying to get a team pinch there, instead it just falls down into a tackle.
Oh man, I know the saying is, you know, defense wins games, but right now Furia have completely discredited that. They have shown that you can play all the defense in the world, but it just takes one goal to get past, and they're trying to find that extra one. As this one goes down, JNAVs keeps it out here. Here comes Yan, sending it straight on back. The lurks from Lost and Yan trying to find each other. He spots Lost, a small touch on it. The beat out from Drafinio over to Lost goes in, and Furia find their lead.
My word. The read on this from Lost as he comes through. I don't know how the neurons fire fast enough for your brain to react to the jump in such a miraculous way. Lost managing to sneak one through right under the crossbar, and again, one goal separating OG from a loss.
Yep, this is just pure passion at this point. Furia coming in, doing what has been basically a routine sort of performance here, but you got 90 seconds left on the clock. OG trailing by one still. Drafinio off the backboard, no follow-up in sight. Instead, it's a small touch from Nolly that kind of kept OG in the game here, but immediately it's the same situation. They don't know how to keep Furia off of this ball.
It's a good win though from Com, trying to push it positively up the pitch. Send high, Yan managing to whip his way around the side of Nolly and make contact. Zero boost for JNAVs, man central, but Drafinio's going to get there before the ball reaches his blue teammate. 100 boost in the corner, but look who is already pre-jumping. It's going to be Lost, making sure he gets up nice and high for it straight away. Yan intercepting again, no ball making a pass to halfway line before it reaches a Furia player.
48 seconds before Furia can claim a sweep on OG for their first series of Worlds. Not a bad way to go, but for now, OG, still there's a chance in it. Still on defense though, this one taken away by Com, low boost, Lost. His touch keeps this off over to the side here, and Nolly up next. 30 seconds on the clock, low boost, and nothing but hope and a dream at this point. Off the back side wall, JNAVs with a shot sent off by Lost, and 20 seconds to go.
The aggression now building in the final minute. Where was this a little while ago? Com now, central, JNAVs is there, but with a reset to nobody, it falls down low again. Nolly up high, central, JNAVs, Com, Nolly, back in the middle, it's Yan to block.
You're trying to sneak it in. 3 seconds left on the clock here. If you can pop this one up, there's another chance for it, but it's in favor of Furia as this one goes to the corner. It pops up back into the air. Lost takes it. Down. He kills it, and Furia sweep OG Esports.